Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a sort of top 5 countdown video. There's been a lot of discussion online. People have been talking what's going to happen with Glenn after The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 3. Thank you. And in this one, I'm going to be counting down the top 5 best theories that I've read or heard so far on just how Glenn is going to get out of this mess. So I really hope for our sake we're going to get to see the official way that this actually happens tonight, which would be episode 4, but I don't think we're going to. I think it'll probably be episode 5 before we find out for sure what exactly happened to Glenn and how he's going to make it. So here's the top 5 best ones I've heard so far, and I have heard quite a few from people thinking maybe he could somehow climb, or I don't know, all kinds of crazy stuff. So the first one is the potential of him getting somehow into a sewer, into the sewer. I didn't see a manhole cover anywhere there. I'm not sure where people are getting that from. There's some parts in the Season 6 trailer where you see some characters in what looks like could be a sewer, but that could also be at Alexandria, you know. I mean, it's really hard to say. Who knows? Maybe there's a manhole under the dumpster or something. I've watched the clip a few times. I don't really see one. So that one's a tough call. That's going to be number 5. Now, I don't really like that one too much, unless, like I said, there's somehow a manhole cover underneath the dumpster or something like that. So that's the first one a lot of people are saying. Like I said, not too fond of that one. That's number 5. Number 4 is going to be that Nicholas was actually hallucinating the whole thing. Some people think this. I really hate this one. I don't like this one at all. I don't like it when they kind of use dreams or hallucinations or sequences like that to undo situations when they get into them and the writers don't know how to get out of them. I like to think that the Walking Dead writing crew is better than that and that they've already thought this through and that Nicholas is dead for sure. Some people bring up the point that he must have been out of bullets at that time because they both fired their guns right out. But what you could think of, the click could actually be, from Glenn's gun, right? Or it could just be an editing mistake and could mean nothing. So the idea that Nicholas doesn't have any bullets left when he actually shoots himself to kill himself because he had already unloaded them on all the zombies as they were coming at him, I don't really like that much either. So I'm going to put that one at number 4. I mean, I guess they could do it, but I just don't like the whole hallucination or dream, undo sequence type thing. I think it's a lazy way of writing and I don't like it. So that's number 4. Number 3, which is actually a pretty good one and has a reasonable amount of possibility, I would say, is that he gets saved by someone or that there is a distraction nearby. In which case, of course, we know that the zombies are eating Nicholas on top of him and he's underneath Nicholas. Could we potentially see, something grab the zombies' attention? Or some people get upset when I call them zombies. They're zombies. It's like walkers. I know, but we're not in the Walking Dead universe. We're talking about the Walking Dead universe from the real world. They're zombies, okay? So something, draws the zombies away, either the gunfire from Rick's fight with the wolves, which I don't think is that close anyway. So I don't really like that one, but some people think Jesus may save him, or we may see, another characters run by or something, in which case may cause the zombies to kind of head out in a different direction due to some noise or something. So that one's okay. I like the idea maybe that Jesus might save him, but I think it's too early for the character to show up. So I also, not a huge fan of that one. That one will be number 3. Number 2 is one of the ones we've talked about a bit, which is the possibility of a guts camouflage type deal. There are some problems with this one, though. And the main problem, I would say, is that, these are fresh guts. And a lot of hungry zombies that probably haven't had anything to eat since they turned, since like right off the bat. So once they started roaming around, it's been probably months since a lot of them have eaten. They're really hungry. So I don't really like this one either too much because even though we've seen characters do the guts trick before, these are fresh guts. They're not dried up zombie guts. They're not dead guts. This is raw blood from Nicholas. So, those zombies are going to probably dig down and eat as far as they can get, even if Glenn is underneath. Just the sheer number, the sheer volume of zombies, they're going to go down far. They're going to get to Glenn eventually, even if he stays underneath, even if he's totally covered in Nicholas's guts. It really doesn't matter. So for me, the number 1, or the way I think is the best, and also I'll put a link in the description to an Instagram page so you guys can see this in slow-mo and you can watch it over and over and over again with the click button, is that he is actually shifting himself under the dumpster. And you can kind of see this in the clip in the episode, but it's so subtle that if you don't watch carefully and you don't repeat, you won't notice. But what he's actually doing is, as Nicholas is getting eaten after he's finished freaking out and quiet screaming, so to speak, he seems to be shifting his body up to his left, so up to his left shoulder, which would be underneath the dumpster. I think this is the best theory I've heard so far on just how he's going to survive. A lot of you guys have mentioned it in the channel, a lot of people talking about it online, forums and that is that he's going to be able to shift himself underneath the dumpster, even though all these zombies are on top like that, eating down on Nicholas. They're eating, they're not pushing down right on top of Glenn, so he'd be able to get enough leverage with his leg, probably his right leg mostly, left leg a little bit, to shimmy and, slide himself underneath the dumpster barely, and I would assume afterwards either just kind of wait it out until the zombies head out and leave him alone, don't notice him, or there's some kind of distraction nearby while Glenn is hiding, so that the zombies don't just kind of stay there after they're done eating. They head off in another direction. So that's my favorite one. I'm going to put that one at number one. I think it's the most likely right now, as we kind of know that Glenn is going to make it somehow. And I don't think it's totally unrealistic. When you watch it in slow-mo, maybe they'll kind of show us what we missed with a camera that's really well zoomed in from last episode. And then everybody will be like, oh, I see. Because you don't catch it unless you're looking really carefully that he is actually sliding. It seems anyway, that he is sliding himself under the dumpster. So write your comments below. Hopefully we'll find out the answer to this one tonight. But I want to hear what you guys think. Which theory is your favorite on how Glenn is going to make it? Or do you think he's dead for sure and that all this is pointless because there's no way he's going to make it? I do at this point think he's going to make it. I've heard all you guys' arguments. I've heard both sides. It looks to me like he is going to make it, and I think the method is going to be number one, by sliding under the dumpster. If you guys like the video, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share. Please favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you want to have more insight on The Walking Dead, you want to join in all kinds of great discussions, I can promise you if you don't subscribe, you will regret it when something else like this happens and you don't have the inside info. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you again really soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace.